Well, good afternoon everyone. My name is Glenn Esmond and welcome along here. It's time to play through another Butterfly Effect song. Today is Crave. Crave was the first official sort of single, we released off Begins Here. It was released in November of 2002. Begins Here didn't come out until August of 2003. We hadn't finished recording all the songs, but this song had been around for quite a while. The version, this is probably this is probably the one song on Begins Here that was, the bass line was already totally written for. I learnt this off a demo version and I didn't really change very much except to maybe just add a few of my own little flavors. Crave is like many of the songs of Begins Here and it's in the key of C minor. The bass is tuned to drop C tuning with a high extra string, C, G, C, F, B flat. The whole song is based off the C natural minor scale. We've got C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. Now the verse riff does use a passing chord. It uses this G flat passing chord. It doesn't really represent a move out of the key. I wouldn't even say it's even a borrowed chord per se. So let's look at the verse. I'll run you through the bass part and then I'll show you some of the other things that are going on the recording here. So it starts on the 5th fret of the G string here, and then it hits this A flat on the low C. So 5, 8, 5, 8, 10, 6, 5. Up to speed. The guitar and bass, you've obviously got the option to play a lot of the same notes in a lot of different positions. So sometimes when you're kind of working out a guitar riff, it can be a bit tricky. So I had the option, of course, to play if I wanted to. That was not really ideal. A lot more stretching. Got six fret stretches there. That'd suck. I've mentioned on a few previous videos that my general approach is that when it goes heavier, I want to go as low as possible. And so I did try and work out a version of the riff that featured the low open C string, but it just didn't sound all that good. The nature of the riff itself was sort of being lost, so doesn't sound quite as good as. This was the one case where going heavier in that verse didn't make it sound better, just lost clarity. That's what the bass is doing in those verses. Let's have a listen to what the guitar is doing by itself from the intro into the verse for the guitar part. Let's have a quick listen to the verse vocals as well.
When you crave, hurts like slave, mars the pain.
So you can hear there's a main vox plus left and right harmonies there. Let's go on to the chorus now. The guitars and bass are doing quite different things. So let me just solo the guitars for you in the chorus and you can have a listen. So then what I'm doing over that is I'm just basically outlining this. It goes to an A flat chord here, the flat 6 in C minor, rather than just pedal on the A flat, the bass moves up through that C minor scale. So the basic outline is just really A flat major to C minor, but that bass gives it a lot more motion. It brings a lot more interest to it. The vocals bring in a few extra doubles and a low harmony. Again, this is pretty standard for Clint. Let's have a listen.
Hold on when it feels like I only want you and I bleed only for you.
But yeah, nothing much else going on in that chorus, just those two chord changes, and then that's just a half chorus. That's fairly standard butterfly effect form. Then we go into the re-intro, and then it basically just repeats again. Another verse, a double chorus, and then we get to the middle section. The guitars go clean. The drums go to the hi-hats for the first section of the middle, and then they move on to this little splash riff in the second part of the middle. So cool, and splash. Let's look at the guitars. Just sort of playing a variation of the intro riff. Just another version of that again. Great, and then I don't know whether anyone's ever noticed this before. Clint does a little whale impression in the middle of this song.
Crave.
He used to do it live with his sort of cupping the microphone and doing it that way. So there, in context. And then the bass, I just go to this again, it's the A flat, B flat, C through that whole thing, but I just outline it. It's a very standard bass type of thing to do, just the first degree, the fifth degree, and the first degree, again, the octave, as a... You know, bass players love the first and the fifth. So I just go... Bend up to the third degree, flat third. And then I just basically move the whole thing down the octave. And this is also just really just repeating the figure that I play in the chorus as well. So the middle section is the guitar playing the intro and the bass playing the chorus. And the drums playing the splash cymbals. All right, now we get to the build-up and the final payoff and chorus. Let's have a listen to the guitars in the build, and then we'll listen to the vocals. Still some clean guitars in there as well, down here. All the guitars come in. Just keeps exploring those octave ideas throughout that section. Okay, now the vocals.
Me always
I love that you can hear the spill in his from his headphones.
It's hard to be strong when I crave you like I do. Hold on when it feels like vice. When you want me down, 'cause I'm empty like you made me. When it burns like lights, all I want is you, oh dame. But it hates me like you. Oh, I crave you. Oh, I do. Oh, I crave you.
There you go. That sounds great. And I just do, I'm basically I still keep that A flat, B flat, C motion going from the other part of the chorus, but I just end up do some, just play around in the scale, whatever takes my fancy on the night. I like that. Just a few final notes. The middle section, that very first. When we play it live, we always double it. The original version that we rehearsed always had that section double in it. We took it out because when it became a single, record labels think people get bored too much. So they want to chop out the extraneous bits and pieces. And we always finish it with multiple hits. So on the recording, is what it finishes with, but we always finish with So there you go. That's Crave. I hope you found that interesting. I love going back through these old tracks and playing around with all the parts. Leave some comments below, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Next week we'll look at Beautiful Mind. So thanks again, as always, for tuning in. My name is Glenn Esmond. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.